Peace and blessings, everyone. A couple things came to mind concerning monogamy or polygamy. Maybe the argument for polygamy, argument against monogamy. I was thinking, for one, we know that for the female species, her ability to have offspring has a set period of time, a shelf life, if you will. My wife is going on 40, just as I am. 40 is getting at an age where it becomes more difficult. It increases the chance, with age, it increases the chance that the woman will have a child that may have a medical condition, or childbearing will be more difficult. It's just the natural course of the woman's body. And then, of course, probably within the next 10 years, her body will not create any more eggs at all to have any children whatsoever. But as far as the male body, as far as myself, I will be able to create sperm, to create seed for years and years to come. But of course, when you are in a marriage, when you are in a monogamous relationship, it is pretty much expected once a woman stops having kids, or really when a woman makes a decision that she no longer wants to have kids, that thus the male can no longer have kids. If the woman decides she wants to be on birth control, if, whatever age it is, she wants to get her tubes tied or whatever it is, it's pretty much that the woman's discretion whether or not to have kids, which is all right and good. I mean, that's her right. But at the same time, she's imposing what she wants for her on her male partner. She may not want any more kids, but what about her male partner? Of course, we know here in a Western society, United States, it is always the woman's choice and decision to have kids, and then it's her right to do with the kids what she wants when she is pregnant with it. It's always her decision, and the male is left out. Because I guess the argument is because the child is in her body, it's part of the body. It's the child is half of each of the parents, but it's growing and developing in a woman's body. So it has been held that it's just and right for her to decide what happens to that fetus within her. And then when a couple has children, a married couple has children, every man should be of the knowledge. They should know that when it comes down between the children and yourself, your children always come first in the life of your wife, in the life of the woman. You always will come second to your children. I'm not saying that is wrong. That's just the way it is. But I am saying it to point out and to question in truth as to why then Is a male beholden to the woman? Why is it required for he to be solely committed to her when ultimately she is not committed to him? And I'm quite certain that any man will willingly give his life for his child. But I'm speaking to the fact that, once again, outside of life and death, that in choices and decisions where it comes down between the husband or the man and the children, the wife will choose the children. Thus, the man is second to the children. Thus, once again, she has no loyalty or commitment to that man when it comes to children. He is second. And I'm sure that conversely it goes the other way, that for the man, his children comes first before his wife. And so everything I said goes the other way. And so what we have is, we have two people in a supposed committed relationship. They're expected to be loyal to each other and not deal with other adults outside the relationship. And yet, they're not really committed to each other. They're not really loyal to each other. They do not put each other or hold the other above all else. So why are they thus required to stay together? To be solely committed to each other, when at the end of the day they are not committed to each other? Or is that what the definition of a family is supposed to be? You know, that it is known that the parents will be together trying to raise the children, but at the end of the day it is known that the children come first above the other parent. Well, if it's about the children, then there is no need or requirement for the parents to be solely exclusive to each other. If at the end of the day, each parent is just going to look out for the children, then it's all about the children. Once again, there's no requirement for these two people to be exclusive to each other. Children with one woman or two women or three, everybody's still each going to look out for the children. And oh yeah, going back, speaking on being able to create children. Monogamy also limits the ability to create nations by a male. It limits the male. Because I can quite literally have intercourse, sex, with 3 different women each day, every day, let's say for a year period, which would thus in theory make it possible for me to have, what's 3 times 365? We're reaching over 1,000 something, right? So 1,000 children, offspring, within a year period. Of course, that's given, for for everyone to be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? At minimum, twins might be born, triplets. Whereas a woman, we know, could have sex with 3 different men every day for a year, but she will still only produce the one offspring. Or she may have twins or triplets, whatever, or become an octomom. Thus again, it's just thoughts to question the validity and argument for a monogamous relationship. Just some things to think about. God bless. Peace and love.